September 4th, and it's technically the second day of bow season here in Kentucky. Yesterday was a huge washout. After we got all settled up and everything, we just pretty much came to torrential downpour, and we had to put all the camera equipment away and everything. So that was a washout. We didn't even see a deer. And if you guys recall, about 2 weeks ago, Jared, Max, and myself came out to hang some cameras on that big piece of property, and we have 2 really solid mature bucks. And those are the bucks that Jared chasing tonight. And he actually had an encounter with both of them last night. They just stayed out of range and never could get a shot. So I got high hopes for him tonight. We're on a new property tonight. We've had a little bit of history on this farm. It's one of my buddy's farms, but we're sitting about 20 yards away from where Mike had that encounter with a Siri buck. And we're also on the farm where Jared shot his Kentucky buck 2 years ago. So I have a little bit of history on this farm. I'm excited to be here. There's a lot of deer on this farm, some pretty solid bucks. Max and I, over the past couple weeks, have just kind of been knocking on doors trying to get more permission. And we've landed a few properties, but we've also struck out a lot. So it's definitely an eye-opener here in Kentucky. We've always been trying to get permission in Iowa, and we've landed some really solid properties, and here it's just as tough as it is there. So we've been going pretty hard at it. I don't know how confident I am tonight. The wind has kind of been iffy this whole trip, really, the past 2 days. It's pretty much nothing, so we're just relying on our thermals to kind of drop down in this creek right here. Hopefully Jared has a good night tonight. Hopefully we have a good night tonight, and between the 2 of us, hopefully one of us can get one down. Run like that. I don't understand. Gosh dang it. Alright, well, it's about 6:50. We just had one of our target bucks come by at about 30 yards, and we did not get a shot off, which is pretty frustrating. There's another buck with him that came up the hill first. They came out of this bottom right here, which I don't know how they didn't get our thermals, but they came up the hill, and the other one made it out into the field, the smaller one. And then the one we were after, which is a big 6, for some reason just like bounded off into the field past the smaller buck and just kind of started feeding around in the CRP field. So I don't know what was going on with that. For some reason these hunts in Kentucky, my target bucks just like to run right by me with no reason. But there's still a little bit of time left, so hopefully they make it back this way. Alright, well, I think it's going to wrap it up tonight. We have not seen those bucks since we saw them about 30 minutes ago. All we've had is just one fawn come by, but depending on what the wind is tomorrow, we might gotta try to get back in here. We did a hanging hunt today, so I think we're going to try to at least leave the sticks in one stand in this tree. And then we might try to slip in here tomorrow and try them again.
Remember, I'm a little out of practice here. Boy, that felt perfect. Alright guys, I'm finally back with you here. First order of business to get to is get back to shooting. I got to get ready for this big archery shootout with Jared and Max. Caleb Greiner, he's challenged me now. Before we start shooting, I wanted to tell you guys about a new partnership we got with Serious Archery Products. I've got two setups right here. One is my hunting setup, this one right here, and they can customize these. This has got about 25% FOC, and I've got a second one here. This is my target setup, and this, that's less. It's a lighter arrow. It's about 360 grains. This one's about, I think this is 460. Little heavier setup than what I've been going with, but I wanted to get a little heavier because I've been having some trouble punching through them. So this vane and wrap combinations from Midwest Whitetail, it is available through Serious Archery. If you guys want to purchase that for your arrows, they will custom build those for you, or you can just order bare shafts and build your own. So totally up to you guys, but we're real excited about the partnership. SeriousArchery.com is their website if you guys want to order some stuff. So let's get to our first order of business and get some shooting in. I'm going to start out shooting a hinge. I'll shoot that probably for about 2 weeks, try and get my form back down, and then I'll go to the spot hog, the whippersnapper release. So see what we can do here. Left. Whew. That one felt better. Looks like it's right in there. It's a little right from here. I don't mind this second shot here. That one seemed to be all right. But that's why we're back here. It's been a good 4 months since I've shot, so we're not in a big tournament here. Just Jared to contend with here. Still just a hair to the right, I believe. Right there, that's where I wanted to be. A little left. Not quite up to par yet, but we got time. I did indeed just sneak that one into the heart. Excited about that hunting setup this year with a heavier arrow. These guys can customize that point weight too to give you whatever FOC you want. Pretty sweet arrow. Just for fun, let's run one out at 100 just to see if I can hit the target. Always got to have a challenge. Hit something. Let's go see what we did. Just barely caught the target. Look at that. Clear to the left. All right, we're going to redo this in 2 weeks and we'll see how improved I can get. All right, guys, I'll be here getting dialed in, ready for the season. If you need any arrows or arrow supplies, log on to SeriousArchery.com. They've got all kinds of stuff there to get you set up. So hopefully I'll be ready by the time season gets here.